Good afternoon, everybody. Keith here. Hoping everybody's having a good day. Enjoying life, living life, loving life. We got gorgeous weather here. I don't know where you guys are at, but here, a place they call Waterloo, Iowa, we're hitting mid-70s still. Beginning of November. Normally we've got snow on the ground sometime around now. So we're enjoying it greatly. Hope you guys are doing the same. In the meantime, I posted a question. I want you guys to think about this. What are the actual primary facts? And if you watched a few of my previous videos, you'll see I've been talking about the words denoting numbers, gender, and so forth, and breaking down some specific words that or terms that I think you should become familiar with. One of them being secretary. And when we did that video on secretary, we see that it's not secretary, it's secret airy. And that airy refers to discussion. So it's in fact a secret discussion. And so today, when we're talking about the actual primary facts, when we think about something that's actual, we think about something that's factual, because it's an act you did. You did the act. So let's take a look at something. In regards to actual secretary, which is an actuary. Actuary. What is an actuary? Well, first off, actions speak louder than words. Your actions, not somebody else's. And then the discussion after those acts, or prior to the acts even, is a profession. Are you professing the truth? Or are you only professing some of the data elements that were interpreted upon a conveyance of a voice, invoice, word, a term, a condition, something other than the actual act? This is one of those things I use on any of my affidavits anymore, is after I don't use a notary, as we discussed in the previous video. A notary is somebody that is discussing the notes, and they are taking data elements out of the original conversation and putting them down in their interpretation, such as first, middle, and last name. If anybody records something I tell them as a first, middle, and last name from now on, it would be their own mistake, because I know I do not have a first, middle, and last name. I have a calling, and I profess that calling to be in beginning was the Word. So let's get back to the Word, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and not some particular data element, something that only portrays part of the truth. It says an actuary is a business professional who deals with the measurement and management of risk and uncertainty. When mom enters that supposed spell of illness at the hospital, when she's completely healthy and having a healthy birth, the hospital has to take on certain risk management for those inpatient services. So they have to have an actuary who will profess the details, the measurement of the risk. Okay? They are the ones doing that. In regards to actuaries, this is the U.S. Labor or U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Remember, they're making measurements. They're taking measurements. Okay? Those measurements start out the hospital during that spell of illness, and there is a census report saying that there is a labor going on. Mom is in labor. She is in labor. She is in a spell of illness. And so they log it through the U.S. Census Bureau, through the birth certificate. And as we see here, this is their pay for an actuary. Average pay is $52 an hour. They have to have a bachelor's degree with no work experience, because the job is long-term on-the-job training. It is a career opportunity. Remember, the definition of a career is the forward fast movement. Number of jobs 2019 is 27,700. That's a lot of jobs for actuaries. 18%. Why? Because the statistics are growing. People keep entering into these inpatient risk management services under spells of illness. Now it goes on and explains, what do actuaries do? Actuaries use mathematics, statistics, and financial theory to analyze the financial costs of risk and uncertainty. Speaks nothing about the management we were just speaking about, but it does speak of the mathematics, statistics, and financial theory, because they can't manage it, because they don't know what the future will bring. So they use a financial theory to analyze the financial costs of risk and uncertainty. So therefore, what facts are certain? Well, one fact is certain, that it's a male and not a female, or vice versa, it's a female and not a male. Those facts are defined within their use. The use is defined within the intent of the effect. Which is the final cost, and nothing to do whatsoever with safety at all. Most actuaries, however, work for insurance companies. What are they providing safety for? Are they providing safety for the man, or are they providing safety for their financial costs so that they don't go out of business? Although most work full-time in an office setting, some actuaries who work meet with clients. Business client. Comprehend that, people. Because the business we're talking about is the Social Security Administration. Actuaries at Social Security. What is an actuary? What do actuaries do? What does actuarial work in federal government involve? It certainly doesn't involve the safety of yourself. It has to do with the safety of their financial theories. What do actuaries in the Social Security Administration do? What is needed to prepare for an actuarial career? Remember, I told you it's a career, it's a long-term thing. And that career means running fast. What they are trying to move you forward into the future. Stay where you are now in the present time. You were pre-sent. You were sanctified and ordained. What are Social Security actuaries paid? How do I get further information about actuarial work at the Social Security? That's a good one. I'd like to know. How do I get further information about actuarial work? I want to know the details of their theory that they are practicing. And then it goes on and it tells you all the different answers. Okay? Grade GS7. I believe that's government standard. General schedule. There we go. General schedule. Would that be the Attorney General? Is he the actuary? General schedule. Yeah, can I schedule an appointment with the general attorney? That's $16.94 an hour. GS 13 and above. GS 15. GS 13 and above. Why didn't they just finish it out? GS 13 through 15. 1 year of actuarial experience equivalent to the next lower grade level, an associateship. Associateship. They are a plank in the ship. So long as one plank remains, there is a lien on the vessel. In the SOA or CAS, or being an enrolled actuary. Enrolled as in the tax rolls. I assure you people, you really need to start paying attention to everything that's going on, because when it comes to these actuaries and you giving them facts and the data elements, we need to think about our true primacy. Now, I know a lot of you ain't going to like this right now, but we're talking primacy. You primates. Are you a man? Primacy. The fact of being primary. I was sanctified and ordained a prophet unto the nations. And that is primary fact, previously recorded, of more importance. It is a sovereign power in modern love. It is of greater importance. It is priority. It is a precedence already. The condition of being considered more important than someone or something else. Priority importance. Order or rank. Are you above a GS-15? I posted a post the other day. You know, we have questions about the the stars on the passport, right? Excuse me a minute while I find it. But in regards, oh, here we go. The highest ranks, senior to 5-star ranks, are general of the armies, in the army, and admiral of the navy, in the navy. These ranks are sometimes called 6-star ranks, but holders of the ranks have never used 6-star insignia. Now, if the passport only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars, shouldn't maybe one should patently express it themselves? Does that make sense? If it's never been, but the holders of the ranks have never used 6-star insignias. In sign Ia. Ia. In being with, signia being sign of nature, with sign of nature. So we really need to start thinking about this stuff, people, because when we are the primary element, we are discussing something that is prime. And so when we continue on with these definitions of primacy, first one, it says primacy, the fact of being primary, preeminent. We think about eminent domain. Like I said, we were pre-sent. We were pre-sent. I knew thee before I formed thee in the belly. Before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee. I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. That was first and foremost, before we were even named. Before we even had a name. So before the name even came, the plank, this vessel, a plank of the entire vessel is more important than any data element conveyed upon my birth, including the name that even my mom and dad gave me. Because I was sanctified and ordained a prophet unto the nations, which is of greater importance than any name. You don't need to know my name if I'm spreading the word of truth. Call me brother. Again, I urge you, call me brother. Priority. It was prior to anything written. Precedence. When a state cedes to the federal government, they cannot cede me because I was precedence. Again, preeminence. Preference. I am not an inference, I am a preference. Superiority. First place. Pride of place. Waiting. Supremacy. Ascendancy. Sovereignty. Dominance. Dominion. Leadership. Weight. Age. Age, when you recognize the weight of your importance of leadership in this dominion of sovereignty because of your ascendancy from a supremacy who has a greater weight of which you are a pride of, because he is first and superior only if you prefer that preeminence that precedes with priority of greater importance. That is paramount. Paramount. The state or fact of being of greater importance than anything else. Supreme power or authority. The next one, the office. Period of office, or authority of a primate of certain churches. Primate of certain churches. The first years of his primacy were tranquil. The Vatican, the Pope, is a primate. And he admits that he is a primate, and he professes he is a primate, and he acts like a primate. Is he a primate for you? Is he your primate? Or is he a vicar, as we discussed in another video? Is he giving only certain facts and details? Is he substituting his authority? In psychology, this is the important one, folks. The fact of having an item having been presented earlier to the subject. Originally it was an adverb. They described it as an adverb. Funny how it's now a noun. Remember, muscular contracts in regards to an adverb. Item. Moreover, in addition. more, over, as in cover, as in protection. What is over you? What covers you? Is it your protection? Is it more protection? Is it in addition to what you can use to protect yourself? Is it the paramount sovereign authority we were just talking about? Or is it insurance under an actuary through the Social Security Administration? From Latin, item, like, wise. Is it from wisdom? Or is it just like wisdom? Just so. Moreover, probably from ita, thus. ID, it. It. It entity, CID, it entity. It, item or item? Is there a root word here? Is M a root word? No. Is tem a root word? No. It is seen in temperature, and we will check that out here. Is I a root word? No. No. Is it a root word? It is the problem. It is the problem. Not finding what I was looking for here. Well, let's try this. I had it yesterday. Latin phrase, ora pro nobis. Ora pro nobis. Nas. The Gnosis. So we see, when we go to item, the item is the Gnosis. It is the genesis of what you think of yourself, as opposed to what they think of yourself when you give them all these details, all the data elements. Maybe one should patently express it themselves. See, when you express all these elements for their actuaries, you're going to ask them, well, what if I express the 6 star? Why do you need to express the 6 star? Are you not the star itself? Are you not where the light of the star comes from? Maybe you ought to let your light shine. Because none of their stars shine. None of them. They reflect on a nice little piece of plastic that they call a passport. Actually, I don't see any ports. And I don't need a pass. I don't need a hall pass. I don't need a port pass. I don't need a border pass. I don't need any of that. Because my muscular contractions, my muscular contracts take me hither and fro. And it's all because He's with me. And He's the one that preserves my going out and coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So think about this stuff, people, and realize you are the actual element that operates in all these capacities, and you're the primary one that should be concerned about your own risk, your own safety, because they're not going to do it. They're only worried about the false deceptions in the data elements that they collect. That's their risk management, is how much is it going to cost them when you find out. How many people are you going to be able to get fired? How many planks are you going to be able to tear off of that vessel until there's not a single plank left? That's the false vessel. Quit giving them the false information to build the planks. They're your planks. Take them back. Again, I spoke about this at the Maritime Lean. It's sacred information. None your business. It's already written. You want answers? It's already written. This is where I get my feelings from. They're not beliefs. It's not knowledge. It's not wisdom. It's not information. It's a feeling I have. And it tells me this is right. This shit here, you can't even prove it's right. You sit there and admonish 5 stars and admit that there's 6 stars, but nobody will profess that 6th star. I'll profess the 6th star for you. It is the light right here, and it shines brighter than any of your stars because it comes from the original star. Pure and simple. So I'm done with this one. I've got a couple other videos I want to do yet today, but it depends on Zoom meetings and stuff, so watch for them. But in the meantime, I'm going to post my other forum links. I am going to post that PayPal link. I am asking you guys, please help me out. I need all the help just like you guys do. Hit that PayPal button, share some love, but in the meantime, also remember, hit those other links. Check out the information. Check out the videos. Share the videos. Share the information. Share the link. Share, share, share. That's your duty. That's why I'm doing this. I'm sharing as much as I can in regards to the information and trying to simplify it so you guys can comprehend it and see where you really should be getting your sources, in my opinion. Again, it's just my opinion. It's a feeling I have, a deep feeling. As I just stated, I feel it. Because there really is no proof. It's just my subjective observations. So think about that and remember, again, hit that PayPal link, hit those share buttons, check out the information, check out the videos, share it all. And remember, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. God bless. I love you. Have a great day, and we'll see you again later. Bye.